here with FundMyComic. We've done a lot of tutorials so far for the creator and shown the site off kind of for that reason, but we haven't done much for the background. I just wanted to do that today so that if you're here as a customer, as a fan, we want to show you how easy the site is for you to use as well. And so what we'll do is we'll just start here on the home page. So as soon as you come into FundMyComic, you will have the ability to search through everything that has been approved and is either running or is in the process of signing up and getting ready to launch. But the cool thing is, even if they haven't launched yet, you can see the whole campaign. Like for instance, Forsaken God is a brand new campaign. It launches on April 1st, but you can go in here and you can see what they'll be offering. If the creators decided to integrate a sign-up sheet, there may even be a sign-up in here that they can use through MailChimp or some other embeddable mail list. But you'll see this is from Fresher Luke. Obviously, that's not me. I'm not the Fresher Luke. So once you've you can look through all of these campaigns and see. One thing to note is that featured picks are actually chosen by you. When you choose to tip the website, that is triggered in our system, and we go in and we put in the featured picks based on who you're recommending by tipping the website. That money does go to us at FundMyComic, but it goes to improve the website, add new features and things like that. So the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to come over and sign up for a new account. And once you do, you'll be able to log in, and you're going to see a few things. If you haven't created a campaign, you won't see my campaigns. If you haven't contributed, you won't see my contributions either. Those will be blank. But you will be able to see my messages. My messages is a center where you can write and send messages back and forth to each other through the website. And so you'll be able to do that, and it's a pretty nice feature that we have there. You'll also be notified when you do receive an email. You'll notice your profile settings. There's a few things that you can do here. We do encourage you to go ahead and add a picture, or at least some kind of a avatar that it can be up there. It is required that you put in your name. There's no way around that. I do apologize for that noise. The biography, you'll want to put that in. Profile links. This is where you can add up to 5 different links for websites, social media, and things like that. Very useful tool. If you have a company, you can add company information here. If you're one of those kind of people that want to do things a little more incognito when you're backing a project, then you can actually use your company name for running that project instead of using your regular profile information. You will need to store in an address here. This is where you can add, delete, or set primary addresses. And then you can even save some of the personal information as well. The phone number here as well. This is all personal. You can add and delete phone numbers. The security here, this is where you can enable 2-factor authentication. This is very useful if you don't want anyone hacking you. We do try to have a very secure site that stores information very securely. We only keep the information that is needed and required, like your address for shipping and your payment information and things like that. Now you can also go here to your account settings if you want to change things, change your address. You can even export the data that you have saved into a CSV file so that you can see everything that you've backed and dollar amount and things like that, so that you can use for your personal taxes. Or if you want to delete your account, you can do that right here as well. Again, from this drop-down menu over here in the corner where your face is at, you're going to see payment settings. You're going to go to payment settings. There are 2 things that you're going to notice. You're going to notice the Connect Stripe. If you have an account and you are doing funding, you'll need to have a Connect account with Stripe. That allows you to receive payments from our platform. And so it's just like many of the other platforms that are out there, you'll notice, but you will have to have that. If you're not creating accounts, you're going to notice credit cards. This is where you'll store your credit card information, and you can create default accounts and things like that here. All right, so that is that section. Once you've actually backed a project, you're going to notice that it's going to be in My Contributions. But let's go back a project real quick and just show you how that process goes. So we're going to go to the home page, and I have set up a tutorial campaign that is just for this. So you'll notice that it doesn't have very much to it, and it's kind of a hodgepodge of images that I've been using to teach people. So right now, what we'll do is we'll come down here. You can see this page has a sign up. So if it were not live yet, you could actually join the mailing list from right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go down to the one perk that we have set up with shipping. I'm going to choose that reward. Now when you get here, the first thing you're going to notice is enter a tip amount or no tip. It is by default set to enter tip amount, but it's also set to 0. So you will have to enter that. If you do not wish to leave a tip, go ahead and hit no tip. If you try to finish out the contribution without filling out this field, it will knock you right back up here to the top, so you'll have to answer that. But we don't default a certain dollar amount. We default to 0 so that you're not automatically charged, and we make sure that the tip is the first thing you see, not the last thing. So this will show you the campaign contribution, the tier that you're choosing. And if there's a coupon code, you'll apply the coupon code. There isn't one associated with this, so I won't be able to apply that. Also right here, if you want to leave a message to the campaign runner, you can do that right here. Sometimes it's nice to get a little note. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and block this because I'm about to put in some personal information and we don't want to show that off. Actually here, for this campaign, I can remove that. Because here's the cool thing about this. This is going to be this is a all or nothing kind of campaign. If it is a keep it all, the payment processing is going to be different. Payment processing is immediate with those. So with those, if you're going to run a refund, you actually have to contact the user, the campaign manager, and ask for a refund. You can ask the website for a refund if it's within the first 5 business days, and we can trigger those refunds ourselves. But you do have to contact us to refund in that instance. You don't have an option otherwise. Then what you want to do is you want to choose your address. This is a required field. You will not be able to move forward if they're shipping without filling out the address. Okay. You can also choose a phone number here or create new contacts. This is going to show you what your shipping total is and what your entire total is. Contribution is going to be $30. That's what's going to be reflected on the campaign total, not the 40. It won't count the shipping. So you make sure you have to agree to terms of service, privacy statement, and cookies policy. And you can, oh, look, I didn't fill that out now, did I? So let's go ahead and tip the website $5. That will make sure this campaign gets boosted to the top. And then I will go ahead and hit pledge. When it's done, it will process, and you will notice that you've got this this little window that pops up asking if you want to share, and you can share from here. You can view the campaign, or you can go to view more campaigns, which will send you to the search area, and you can see everything else that's running. Now that we've backed this, let's take a look at my contributions. This is where you're going to find your information. I've backed 2 things. This first time I backed here, this was a live campaign, and here I can look at my details. As you notice in the details, it only has the contribution and whether or not I can close this. So I'll close that out, and the reason why is I can't refund that through here. I have to ask for that refund from either the website, or I have to ask for that refund from the actual campaign manager. But let me show one of these others. So I've backed Biff twice. I'm going to go to one of these details, and I would like to withdraw my contribution. So you just click on withdraw your contribution. Are you sure you want to proceed? I'm absolutely sure. And it will go ahead and it will withdraw that contribution. So even when you look at it again, once you refresh, it will update and it will no longer be there. Plain and simple. Now let's say we're back to this this keep it all contribution where I can't refund it. What do? I just go down here to the footer, I go to contact, and I message the website, I message our support team to let them know which campaign I contributed to, how much I contributed, and that I would like to have a refund. And we will either process that or we'll forward that on to the creator so they can make that refund. But normally if it's in the first 5 days, we can handle that. Otherwise, you may need to go to that campaign and actually directly contact the creator themselves, okay? So also we want to point out that down here we have our refund policy. So we do have some guidelines for refund, and if you're abusing the refund policy, the refund options, you will earn kind of a timeout. You won't be able to use the site for a while. We'll keep an eye on you for that. But here's how you receive all the refunds on that, and so everything is spelled out that we can either trigger the refunds for keep it alls, or after they've received the money, they have to do the refund, or the campaigns that run in all or nothing. Those funds are actually gathered towards the end, so you can refund or withdraw your contribution all the way up to the end of the campaign. And then again, here in your dashboard, you're going to be able to see your campaigns, your contributions, and your messages. And right there in your contributions is where you're going to see all that stuff. Now, if you were to delete your account, you easily could. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. If you were to delete your account, all the information that is stored will also be deleted, except for the payment information for the times that you actually made a contribution. So we won't keep or store anything that is unnecessary for us, okay? That is also why it's important for you to come down to the bottom, make sure you're reading the terms of service, the privacy policy, acceptable use policy, and even our cookies, which pops up all the time throughout the site. But definitely our terms of service and our privacy policy and acceptable use policy will let you know exactly how we're going to handle all of your information. Hopefully this has been helpful for you, and that it has given you a bit of a insight of what it's going to be like for you as a backer when you're visiting here on FundMyComic. Now, don't forget to go check the shelf. We've got a lot that we're going to be funding here, and all kinds of different things. We're even going to have a digital only tier section where if all you want to do is buy digital comics, or all you want to do is sell digital comics, you can list it under digital. That way people know they can buy a digital version of your book or your game right here from the website. Thanks again for coming by and checking it out. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. We'll continue to give additional tutorials. All you have to do is contact us and let us know, and we will make sure that we get something up that will help you better understand and navigate the website. We know that we do things a little differently here at FundMyComic, but that's we kind of feel like that's a good thing. So have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you more in the future.